Welcome back. Now, in the transition to a cleaner, greener future, are we putting too much focus on some forms of energy over others? You'll be familiar with tidal and wind and electric cars, but what about hydrogen? Plans have been submitted for a hydrogen plant in Bridgend, but it's being met with some local opposition. So what's the argument for and against the gas? I've been finding out. This piece of land in Bridgend doesn't look like much, but developers have plans to create green hydrogen, which would be used to fuel vehicles. But not everyone's keen on having a hydrogen plant in their community.
They've said that they're concerned about the close proximity to the residential areas. The proposed plant is within 50 metres of residential zones. They're concerned about the impact it can have on local businesses. This is going to take 2 years as part of the construction.
We feel that we're being used as a guinea pig and this is being dumped on us.
What's the top of those lists of concerns of yours?
Well, it would be safety. They're saying this is like a petrol station, but there's hydrogen held under pressure above ground, and hydrogen's very explosive, so there could be a major incident.
Using hydrogen this way isn't something we're too familiar with, and the people behind the proposal know the public can feel uneasy.
So there are well-established codes and standards about how to produce, store and use hydrogen safely. So the project will, of course, follow those standards.
What do you hope hydrogen could add to the ecology, the mixture of energy in this country?
I think it's got a great opportunity to help us in our decarbonisation pathway. So as we look to reduce carbon dioxide emissions, there are applications that are difficult to electrify. But when we look at heavy goods vehicles, large municipal vehicles, the energy demands of those vehicles are a bit beyond what batteries can provide today. And also some of our industrial processes can't be electrified. And hydrogen has, I believe, a big contribution to play.
Hydrogen's a fuel, and like any other fuel, you can combust it, and in combusting you can gain energy. You can convert that to heat and to movement. And the benefit of hydrogen compared with fossil fuels or carbon-containing fuels is that you don't get any carbon emissions from that process itself.
And that is why there's a push for more of these on our roads. Hydrogen-fueled cars. Running on a gas, that for some people might be a bit scary, the idea, what if there's an accident and what will happen to the car and explosives and all that sort of thing?
A lot of the hydrogen cars are 5-star NCAP rated. They're classed as even being safer than diesel and petrol. So, hydrogen gas actually disperses very, very quickly.
So you're at your fueling station, and this is what you do. That's your pump. Then.
Yeah. So you just pop the cap.
Yeah.
There's a little cap here as well. Make sure no dust gets into it. And obviously you get your nozzle. And as I said, it's a secure fit, so there's no messing around. Lock it on, and then you literally press your button. When you force a single technology into a community, it can be quite difficult. But if there's options for people, they get to experience hydrogen, and it works for them, then that all of a sudden they've got a voice, and people will listen to that, politicians will listen to that. So what we're trying to do is get buses on the road, get passengers on the buses, get cars on the road, get passengers in the cars. And every time somebody gets into a car, they say, this is brilliant. Why aren't we doing more of this?
Hydrogen clearly has its fans, but not everyone is convinced. But as we aim for 2050, will it just become part of our everyday life?